First of all, so there have been a number of failures in the market, like Voyager, Celsius, FTX, and New York is viewed as the gold standard to me on when it comes to crypto regulations around the world. Does the bit license work?
Yes.
So how has the bit license protected New Yorkers compared to other states with respect to those meltdowns? You mentioned California, but explain that a little bit better.
Yeah, so other states mostly attempt to regulate virtual currency through money transmission licenses, which are the same regulations in place that used to regulate a Western Union, for example. And we know that the risks presented by virtual currency are just far greater than a Western Union or MoneyGram. And so what the bit license does is really enhance our protections in a way that money transmission in other states does not.
One thing that's really important to me as as the chair of the Internet and New Technologies is trying to figure out the balance, the federalism issue and the balance between states and the federal government. And actually, I've seen you personally working in Washington D.C. with regulators, and same thing with myself. Are you guys cognizant of that balance and figuring out, how moving forward, how we're supposed to strike that balance, and how do you guys work with the federal government?
Yeah, I mean, there is not a day that goes by that we're not on the phone with FinCEN and OFAC, the Treasury Department, the SEC, federal prosecutors, and others, and talking with members of Congress about how to duplicate a framework on the federal level that looks like what we have at DFS. But similar to the banking world, where you have both federal and state regulation working simultaneously, that's the kind of framework we would like to see duplicated on the federal level.
One last question. So we're working really hardly to get the cryptocurrency assessments in. We
Yes.
got that in. We want to make sure that it's implemented properly. We want to make sure that, one of the issues was that there weren't enough resources, enough people working at DFS to go over the licenses in this process. How is that going? How is hiring going, and are we hiring the right people?
Yes, well, thanks to your work and your support, we have that assessment authority. We've just sent out the first invoices after finalizing the regulation. So those are funds, like in banking and insurance, that we use to hire staff. And as I noted, we now have a team of over 60 professionals in the virtual currency unit. It's the largest that I know of in the world.
Thank you.